b3 is an uninspiring move that prepares to bring the bishop to b2 and attack the center later. e5 is a solid move that takes control of the center after white's cautious first move. Bishop b2 puts the bishop on the long diagonal in a move called a fianchetto and attacks the e5 pawn. Knight c6 develops the knight toward the center, defends the e5 pawn, and controls the d4 square. e3 allows the light-squared bishop to develop and controls the d4 and f4 squares. Black develops the knight and attacks the center. This threatens to win a pawn by removing a key defender. This stops the opponent from being able to win a pawn by removing a key defender. This misses an opportunity to increase a bishop's scope by moving it to a better square. Recaptures. This is a fair move. That's an unfortunate error. Right on target. This is the strongest option. This misses a better way to develop a knight off its starting square. There were worse moves, but also something much better. The queen joins the board early, building a strong opening for white. This is not the right idea. White develops the knight and attacks the center. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. One of the best moves. This allows the opponent to eventually win material. Now, black can't stop white from winning material if they make the right moves. This prevents the opponent from being able to tactically win a bishop. Playing the same piece again slows down the progress in the opening. Very precise. This wins time by threatening a queen and forcing it to move away. This moves the queen to safety. A solid choice. The knight finds a new active square. Moving the rook gives white more flexibility in the middle game. That's fine. Right on target. This threatens to tactically win a queen. This permits the opponent to eventually win material. This overlooks an opportunity to eventually win material. This permits the opponent to win material because the defender's pinned. This overlooks an opportunity to win material because the defender's pinned. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Takes back. This misses a much better move. Applying pressure to white's pawn chain. This threatens to eventually win a pawn. This permits the opponent to win material through an eventual fork. White can win material through a fork with the right follow-up from here. This misses a better way to connect rooks. White will be winning material with that fork. This evades the check from the knight. This captures a free rook. With this recapture, black introduces a new piece to the game. This move puts the queen on a safer square. This loses a pawn, but the position was losing no matter what. That pawn was free for the taking. This evades the check from the queen. That was a free pawn. The piece finds a new active square. This steps away from the checking queen. This threatens to win material because the defender is pinned. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. This move puts the queen on a safer square. This pins a bishop, which restricts its mobility. A very strong play. This is a fair move. One of the best moves. A solid choice. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. This defends the attacked pawn. A very strong play. One of the best moves. A solid choice. That pin will win material. This threatens to tactically win a rook. This stops the opponent from being able to tactically win a rook. Recaptures. This is the start of the endgame, and black is losing. This offers an equal trade of pieces. This move puts the queen on a safer square. This is the strongest option. This move puts the queen on a safer square. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. That was a free pawn. This threatens to force eventual checkmate. There were worse moves, but also something much better. This overlooks an opportunity to eventually win a pawn. This offers an equal trade of pieces. This is an equal trade. Takes back. This makes a passed pawn. Pushing a passed pawn. The passed pawn moves towards its goal. That's fine. A very strong play. The passed pawn moves towards its goal. Very precise. Recaptures. This promotes a pawn to a queen. Right on target. One of the best moves. Pushing a passed pawn. That pawn was free for the taking. A solid choice. A very strong play. This steps away from the checking queen. One of the best moves. This steps away from the checking queen. A solid choice. Pushing a passed pawn. After all captures, this is an equal trade. This permits the opponent to force eventual checkmate. This is still on the road to checkmate. That was the passed pawn moves towards its goal. This continues the checkmate threat. Pushing a passed pawn. This leaves a queen without defenders. That queen was free for the taking. A very strong play. This steps away from the checking queen. One of the best moves. This is not the right idea. The passed pawn moves towards its goal. A solid choice. This continues the checkmate threat. This is the strongest option. This continues the checkmate threat. Very precise. This is a fair move. Right on target. A very strong play. This steps away from the checking queen. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. This steps away from the checking queen. There were worse moves, but also something much better. This allows the opponent to force eventual checkmate. This is still on the road to checkmate. This is not the right idea. This permits the opponent to force eventual checkmate. With the right follow-up, this will lead to checkmate. This continues the checkmate threat. This allows the opponent to play checkmate. This misses an opportunity to play checkmate. This steps away from the checking queen. This is still on the road to checkmate. This continues the checkmate threat. This is the strongest option. This overlooks an opportunity to play checkmate. This evades the check from the queen. This continues the checkmate threat. This steps away from the checking queen. This continues down the road to checkmate. This evades the check from the queen. And the game is over.